Hey everyone, it's Katie. Today is December 17th, which means, right? Is that the day? Yes. Which means that it is Star Wars Day. Me and Michael and our friends were going out to LA to see Star Wars, so that should be fun. Not gonna lie, I haven't seen the other 6 movies since like the 90s. I have an older brother to thank for that, but you know, it still holds a special place in my heart, even though I don't really know the storyline that well, and now Michael's obsessed too, so same kind of continuation from my brother. Anyway, I am here today to film a tutorial on the Gwen Stefani palette. This is in collaboration with my new friend. Her name is Sarah Lane. She has a YouTube channel, so I'll link that below and you definitely have to check it out. We're both gonna be doing looks with this palette. I'm gonna be focusing on a nighttime kind of a look, and she's gonna be doing more the daytime look. If you don't know what this is the brand new Gwen Stefani Urban Decay Gwen Stefani collaboration. It's this amazing eyeshadow palette. Looks like so. Lots of great neutral shades as well as some pops of color, and we're definitely gonna have some fun with this. Not gonna lie, this is my first time busting into this, so it's gonna be like a first impressions, I guess, all wrapped into one. Disclaimer, I'm extremely mad and sad that this freaking joy sign from Target, which I loved so much, the lights like went out. I don't know, it blew a fuse. We have brand new batteries in there and it was flickering and it turned off, so now I have a blank non-shiny joy sign. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna be taking that back to Target, but just roll with it. And now we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. All right, you can see that my hair is back away from my face and we're working with a blank canvas here. I'm gonna start off with my eyeshadow because, especially working with pigmented shadows or like a darker, smokier look, I don't want that fallout to come down if my face is already done. I'm gonna start out with my favorite eyeshadow primer, which is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I like it just in original. You don't need very much at all. A little does go a long way. But this is basically just gonna make your lids a nice blank bare canvas. It's gonna give your shadow something to hold on to, and it's going to make it last and look fresh all throughout the day. I highly recommend using an eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna start off with a transition shade, and a shade that I've been most excited to play with, primarily because of its name, but I also like the color. This one right here, it's called Anaheim. Going in with my trusty little $1 e.l.f. brush. This is the perfect brush for the crease. Putting this down, focusing in the crease of your eyeshadow, kind of crease of your eye, I mean, kind of your upper crease. It's really just gonna build dimension when we add the other colors. I know that Coffee Break with Danny here on YouTube compared that specific shade to Kid by MAC, and I have to agree, Kid by MAC is one of my absolute favorite transition shades. I think they discontinued it, which is a huge bummer, but this is awesome. Same exact shade range, but just to add an extra layer of a slightly different color for dimension, going in with this color right here called Zone. Same brush, same technique. I just zoomed you in just a little bit more, so sorry about it, but I wanted you to be able to see. We are now going to go in with, I guess you could say the star of the show because it's going to be the lid color. It's this one here, and it's called Serious. It's a cool toned gray. It looks like it has a little bit of a purpley pinky shimmer in it. I'm actually just going to use this nice flat brush because it'll really pack the color on the lid. Urban Decay shadows pack a big punch, and these are no exception. They're very pigmented, but they're also very blendable and workable. Okay, this is how we build dimension. You go back in with those transition shades and keep doing the crease, the lid, you make it all blend together. So you can see the gradient effect, but we're gonna continue it. Anaheim. Zone. back in with that same serious shade. Eyeshadow looks are really just about repetition, patience, blending. You kind of go back in with the same steps and perfect it as you go. But I would just like to say that I am no expert, nor am I claiming to be an expert. I'm just a girl who likes makeup and is not afraid to play with it. So I could be doing improper techniques or whatever. This is just kind of for fun and to show you how I do it. Now I think you can see those kind of two tones. We are now going to go in with a very precise little pencil brush, focusing in the outer corner and bringing it into the crease to really darken it up and bring it together. This is my favorite brush to do that with. It's the MAC 210. The number's kind of rubbed off, but it's like a really nice little pencil brush. You can really get precise with this. So now I'm gonna go into the black shade in the palette called Blackout. Remember, just on the outer corner and bringing it into the crease. You can do like a little V shape, like a little sideways V, like a greater than, less than sign. I'm wearing a white shirt. I better not get makeup on this shirt. Because I plan to wear it today. I wish I had a Star Wars shirt to wear, but I used to. I used to have a Star Wars shirt from the little boys section of Old Navy. I don't know what I did with it. Darn it. You can see that it's starting to get darker. You might get a little fallout under your eyes. It's normal. It's an intense black shade. That's why I don't do foundation first. This is when I'm really gonna start the blending process. So get a nice fluffy blending brush, go in here and just windshield wiper motions. You don't wanna rub off any of the eyeshadow you've put on or the placement of where you put it. You just wanna blend them together softly. And if you feel like any of it starts to blend away, no problem. Go back in with the same brushes and the same shadows and kind of add some more, which I'm gonna do again with my Anaheim and Zone. And Serious. Serious Black. Just kidding. It's spelled serious like the regular way. Things are bound to get a little messy when you're doing a lot of this, so I'm just gonna go run to the bathroom real quick and wipe off the excess with like tissues or Q-tips. Be right back. Okay, we're gonna take a pause on the eyeshadow. Moving on to the face now. I'm gonna start with a primer. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This is amazing. Pricey, but amazing. And we just put that all over. Feels like baby skin. And I'm sorry for not using something different, but my favorite, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. So once I've kind of put that initial coat on with this brush, that's when I will go in with like a little makeup sponge and kind of even it all out. But first I'm gonna add concealer. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair. I have been liking this so far. It is on the thick side. I think I like the Instant Angel Wine a little bit better, but this is good too. And I'm just gonna put that anywhere I feel I need it. So under my eyes, dab, dab, dab. Okay, kind of let that sit. And then any other specific target areas, kind of let that sit for just a second. I'm gonna get my powder ready because we want to set our under eye right away. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Loose Powder in Naked Light. My holy grail powder is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, but I'm out of that right now, and this is good too. It just kind of gets everywhere. Little MAC makeup sponge. Gonna take the MAC, I think it's the 180 or the 130. It's this little like stippling brush. I actually use this to set my under eyes. Tap off the excess. And then I'm using this bigger, fluffier MAC stipple brush. The numbers are rubbed off to put powder everywhere. Just gonna set everything.
Help us stay like relatively matte throughout the day.
This is always the order I do my makeup. It might be weird. I do the shadow, then the face, then the brows, then you'll see. But anyway, if anyone's like, that's a weird order. Then I thought we'd contour a bit. This is the NYX. It's actually a blush, HD blush in the shade Taupe, but certainly not on my skin tone. On a lot of skin tones, that's gonna be like a contour shade. This is the Real Techniques Bold Metals Collection contour brush. Just stamp that in there. Find the hollows of your cheeks. Kind of going from the top of your ear down. It will look a bit crazy at first. You can also do that along the sides of your nose. Just stamp it. Your jawline. And then your forehead. Now that we're looking a little bit cray, the most important thing is to blend. Take a nice fluffy blending brush and work it. You could leave it at that, or you could go in with additional bronzer, which I think I'm going to do. Benefit Hoola Bronzer, one of my faves. I like to use this little fat kabuki brush. And then again, just blend. Let's actually switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna do brows. Just gonna take a spoolie and comb through them. Then I like to use a little angled brush like this. This is actually my NYX Brow Cake Duo. It looks gross, but it's just brow powders that I'm gonna combine and fill in my brows with. Now you can see I have a big scar too, so brows are like, I don't know, particularly different for me, I guess. Now for my side with the scar, I definitely want to start at the bottom here, go straight back, and then fill in this sparse area here, and then I'm going to fill in that scar. The thing with brow powder is even if you get a little heavy-handed, you can always comb it out with a spoolie, so don't worry too much. Alright, if it's too intense, take your spoolie, just brush it out, make it look a little bit more natural. Then the best clear brow gel, Anastasia brow gel. You just go up and over. Michael's creeping down the hallway. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go back to the face. I think I'm torn what blush I should use because blush is my favorite thing ever. Let's do one of my favorites, NARS Matahari. I believe I've talked about this, but it's perfection. NARS has amazing formulas, as well as this color is just amazing. As a self-proclaimed blushaholic, sometimes I can go a bit heavy-handed, but it's absolutely nothing that a blending brush can't fix. So I'd rather go more intense than blend it out than not intense enough. So now that I look like a clown, let's blend it out. Awesome, now we're gonna highlight. I've been holding this palette the whole time. This is the Becca Champagne Glow Holiday Palette with the homie, Jaclyn Hill. I think I'm gonna go in with this one, which is called Pearl. These highlights are intense. Just right on the top of the cheekbone. And the bridge of the nose. Blend it back out once again. All right, everyone, we're almost done. I'm now gonna go in and finish up the eyes. So I'm gonna take the shade Skimp, this one right here, and do the brow bone and inner corner. And then I added some of the bathwater shade to the inner corner because skimp was not too shimmery for me, or not shimmery enough, if you will. Now, one of my favorite steps in makeup, I'm gonna take this shade right here called Punk, and I'm actually gonna put this on the lower lash line. And in fact, to add extra dimension, we're gonna start out with that shade Zone. This is a little flat little baby brush. You could also do this with a pencil brush, right up along the lower lash line. So that's just gonna help bring the whole eye look together. Now in the outer corner and the outer half, I'm gonna go in with that Punk shade. I hear lightsaber sounds coming from the room. Michael must be getting mentally prepared. This brush is so perfect because the bristles are kind of long and so they're really flexible, so it's not gonna be a super dense, harsh thing. It's just gonna flexibly, is that a word, blend out the color. Okay, so see, now it's all tied together. We are certainly getting there. We just have eyeliner and mascara now. Gonna take this amazing little guy. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, which is black. This is perfection. The good news about doing liquid liner with a dark smoky eye is you don't have to be that precise because it kind of just blends into your shadow. Sorry if you couldn't see it that well. It's hard to do liquid liner, period, much less in front of the camera when I'm sitting in this awkward chair. Not gonna do false lashes, but I am gonna prep my mascara with this Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer. It's just a white coat that's gonna make your lashes look thicker, fuller, and a little bit more false, give you that effect. It does go on white, but then your mascara covers it. Okay, I thought it was so appropriate today to go in with this, my CoverGirl Star Wars mascara. This is the Super Sizer, I believe it is, in Very Black. This is the waterproof formula. It's from The Force Awakens, and it says, do or do not, there is no try. So let's go in with this. This stuff really is waterproof. I have a hard time taking it off.
Favorite drugstore brands.
All right, guys, we're almost done. Ooh. I like that this is retractable and you don't have to sharpen it. It's applying really easily. My face has actually been rather dry lately. Michael's laughing at something. Alright, so there's the lipstick. So just kind of letting that mascara dry, letting everything dry just a little bit so that when you get it wet again, you're not going to make a mess. I actually think I'm going to pick up the Chill setting spray and then do a comparison video on the three of them. And my hair's already caught in my necklace. That's lovely. I love these setting sprays. The mist is so incredibly fine. You can really get the whole face. All right, and that completes the look. I'm happy with how it turned out. Again, this was pretty much a first impressions, but you know, it's gonna carry me through the day. It is a nighttime look. It's not too intense though. I could have gone even more heavy-handed, but I had a lot of fun and I'm definitely happy that I have this. Highly recommend you get your hands on this. There's a lot of neutral shadows in here, so even if you're not too daring, there's definitely gonna be some colors in here for you. And yeah, now I'm gonna make that breakfast I said I was gonna make. If you're following along with my Vlogmas, I hope you are. And we're gonna get ready to go to LA, so follow along on my Vlogmas if you wanna see. Love you guys, bye. Just a closer up view.